Do I just start whenever?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now you know.
Okay. Just, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Teenagers tend to worry a lot, whether it be about our next test, who likes us, or more commonly, who doesn't like us. You see, a recent statistic I found says that teenagers my age tend to have the same, if not higher, anxiety levels as someone in an insane asylum in the 1950s. Isaiah 41 says, "Fear not, for I am God, and I am with you." You see, throughout the years, I've learned it's really just pointless to worry about things that you literally cannot control. Things like the test you stayed up all night studying for and still failed, story of my life. Or people coming in and out of your life because you can't control what others do. I've struggled with worrying about things because recently I was having problems with my health, and because of this, I was hospitalized 2 times within 6 months. To be honest, I was kind of freaking out because that kind of thing just didn't happen to me, so I just didn't really know what to do. But between my family and my friends and people I literally did not know who were praying for me, all my worries were put to the side. A verse that really helps me whenever I'm worried is Matthew 6:26. It says, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" This is one of my all-time favorite verses because it really makes you realize just like how much God really puts his time into you specifically. Because if he can go out of his way to feed the smallest of creatures, don't you think he's going to put more time into you specifically, a living human being? I've noticed another thing that people my age tend to do is we romanticize things like depression and self-harm and things that really should not be romanticized. The definition of romanticize is to make something seem beautiful that is not beautiful at all. Obviously, these things like depression and self-harm are from the devil, and what these people who go through these problems don't realize is God is with them through all of it. A girl I know who goes to church, she's extremely involved. You would think that she has everything together. She's always smiling, always dressed so nicely. And the more that I got to know her, the more she kind of opened up to me. And eventually I learned that she was struggling with depression and self-harm. And at first I was just wondering why. I mean, you seem like you have everything put together. You seem like all of your life is just all perfect because you're always smiling. You're always dressed so nicely. Like, how could that happen to you of all people? And she said, I don't know, she never realized that God was with her through it all. She just didn't feel him. But what she didn't realize is you have to go out of your way and seek God and seek his presence. And so she eventually got over all of that because of God. And another thing that people my age tend to struggle with is self-acceptance and acceptance from others. Really, acceptance from others more than self-acceptance, because our generation, we worry about what others care about more than we care about ourselves. Because the popular thing to do is to make sure everyone likes you, you're always fitting in, because it's not normal to be the odd one out. So, if you go to Matthew 6:19, it says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven." This verse, what a lot of people think it means is, it's like the physical side of things, like your necklaces, your jewelry, but really what I got from it is, don't focus on those people that you're trying to impress all of your life, because really, the only thing that matters is you living your life for God. Because in the long run, whenever you're face to face with God up in heaven, those people are not going to be there with you, because he's going to be asking you, why didn't you stand up for me? And those people are going to be there judging you. He is. Teens today, whenever they don't want to grow a backbone and stand up for what they believe in, they tend to think that it's considered soft or uncool or the weird thing to do. I don't understand why, because really, people down here, they don't matter. The only thing that matters is God. So today I want to challenge you to go out of your bubble and break through all of your struggles and insecurities, and to really just kind of reach out and stand up for God, because if he can send his only son down to us, I think that the least we could do is to stand up for him.